Well, hey everybody, it's Kevbo Jones with another episode of the wonderful world of baseball cards. I went to our local show here in Albuquerque that has really grown over the last couple of years. They're doing it every other month now, and I think the next one though is not going to be until July. But this is a big show that's consistently grown over the last year and a half, and it's really cool because Albuquerque used to just have like mall shows, and there was probably over 100 tables there. Big show, tons of Pokemon again, but lots of modern, a good amount of vintage, and was able to trade. I did almost all trading this weekend. I spent $60 on cards, and the rest was in trade, just moving stuff, and picked up some absolutely fantastic stuff and some pieces that I've wanted in my collection. We got some baseball, football, one Pokemon card, and then at the end, one piece of mail. So we'll start off with the baseball. I was eyeing this all weekend and just thought it was a really cool card. I'm not one to prospect or do any of that kind of stuff, but I picked up this 2024 Bowman Chrome Ellie De La Cruz Bowman Ascensions, it's called. It was just kind of speaking to me all weekend. I went yesterday and I went today, and it was still there as I was getting ready to leave, and they were starting to pack up. So I made a deal and was able to pick this up for $25. And I just thought it was a really, really, really great looking card. It's like the Mojo one, probably from like a mega box or something. But I don't really have any LE stuff, but I just thought it was a really, really, really cool card. Really like a cool retro feel. So I picked that up, and then did some dollar box digging. Picked up this 95 Skybox Emotion Barry Bonds Confident. Just thought this was such a cool card. I was hunting around digging for Bonds stuff, and found this 95 Skybox Emotion Barry Bonds Confident. Just thought it was so cool. Of course, there's that famous Jordan card from the series, Air Jordan. And saw this, never had seen this card before, and just thought it was so cool. So I picked up that Barry Bonds Confident. Actually a colleague of mine from work has a table there, and he set up his table, and he just gave me this 96 Finest franchise Mark McGuire. He just gave it to me. I peel the coating off. So I know that maybe that's blasphemy, but I peeled the coating off and brought it back to him and laughed. I said, look at how much nicer these look when the coating's off. I just used the hair dryer. Maybe that's blasphemy, but I think they look better. So 96 Finest, Mark McGuire, buddy of mine just gave that to me. A 2000, I believe, 2000 Finest Bonds. Just another great card, just a base Bonds card, but picked up this Bonds. I believe it's 2000 Topps Finest. I was checking my dates. 2000 or 2001. Just super cool. Super cool, dollar card. Like to add that to collection. I picked this up as well. A 2001 Upper Deck, or 2000 Upper Deck. It's like Extreme Control or something. I've been trying to figure out what that says, or Extreme Explosion. Just thought it was a super cool card. McGuire, another like dollar card, but super cool. McGuire. And then I picked up this Bowman's Best Fusion Greg Maddux card that I just thought had some really, really cool shine to it. That was with all of these, and then some football that you'll see. I just kind of bundled up some dollar box deals and picked up this cool Maddox. I've just been really getting into the 90s and 2000s, just learning so much about it and having so much fun. And yeah, it's been really great. So we got those. That's kind of my modern baseball that I got. I'm gonna leave this Ellie out as we build our mosaic, and I'm gonna leave this Bonds out. And we'll see kind of what we start building here. I picked up a Pokemon card, one that I'd had my eyes on for a while. These couple had one sitting in their case. 2002 Pokemon Go Mewtwo. I just think this is a super cool card. It's one I've had my eye on for a while, and just thought it was a really, really, really cool looking card. Mewtwo kind of leaping from the sky, landing down on the ground in this cityscape. So 2022 Pokemon Go, Mewtwo, just super cool card. I have a tiny, tiny little Pokemon collection. I kind of pick them up on the sly and have been for a while. It's really interesting to see what's going on in the Pokemon world right now, though. It's crazy. People got to be careful, or they're gonna people just need to be careful because it's a little overheated, I would say is a good term to use. All right, picked up some football, some fun stuff from the same guy that I got those kind of 90s from. 94 Classic. Proline Sterling Sharp Spotlight. I just thought that was a super card. Anytime I see cool Packers stuff, I always buy it. So 94 Classic Spotlight Sterling Sharp. And 97 Stadium Club Chrome Antonio Freeman. Again, just, a dollar card. Super cool. And 1998 Upper Deck Collector's Choice Star Quest Barry Sanders. This is super cool. I guess this is the red version. Apparently they're different colors. And then on the back, it's somebody Banks, guy who never made it. But yeah, this Barry Sanders Star Quest I just thought was super, super cool. So I picked that up out of the dollar bin. And then I saw this in the dollar bin. This is from the 2015 Topps Chrome, or 2024 Topps Chrome Football. I picked up the Walter Payton refractor from that new NFL Chrome set. I just thought it was so cool. And I kind of, some of these Chrome cards I kind of dig, and this one really works. And so I picked up this 2025 or 2024 Topps Chrome Walter Payton refractor. The refractors are so different than they used to be in the 90s, but a really, really cool card nonetheless. And then one of the big cards I picked up, big piece of my trade, I traded a extra 66 Koufax I had, an extra 57 Campanella that I had in my collection, and so I traded. Part of the trade was for this. I picked up an 84 Topps John Elway rookie, a card I have never had in my collection, one I've always wanted in my collection, and so this was a piece of that trade. You'll see a couple more cards that were a piece of the trade. But picked up this 84 Elway, 84 Topps Elway rookie. So just kind of a super, super, super cool card. And then a little bit of vintage baseball. A guy had some really nice and cheap late 50s, early 60s. So I was able to get these for a couple of bucks a piece. They were really hard to resist. 1960 Topps Ryan Duran. I've always wanted a Ryan Duran card, and I get double shades on this one. So I thought that this was a a really good addition to the collection. 66 tops Ryan Duran, pretty sharp actually. This guy had just had some stacks and plucked through and I was like, how about a couple of bucks a piece for these? So Ryan Duran, Harvey Haddix from the Pirates, 1960 tops Harvey Haddix. I feel like he threw back-to-back no-hitters. So 1960 tops Harvey Haddix. Color on these is fantastic. These are usually real prone to snowing. A World Series card, Charlie Neal, belts his second homer. It's kind of a cool card. A Gaylord's brother, Jim Gaylord, Jim Perry, rookie from 1960. I'm not sure if he has one in 1959. He might. But I thought, to kind of round out the deal, this was one that I thought I'd get. So I got the Jim Perry from 1960. And then I picked up a Jim Gilliam. I always, whenever I see cards of his that I don't have, I like to pick them up. So I picked up a pretty nice 1960 Jim Gilliam card for the collection. Now, the rest of the trade, you'll see these coming up here, and some cards I'm really proud to add to the collection. So I picked up a 59 Mazeroski, just an average, kind of a nice card. It's so funny, I'm always drawn to the Pirates in the 50s and 60s. I don't know why, something about maybe their players or... So I picked up this 59 Mazeroski, was bundled into the trade. Pretty cool card. This, here's actually 59 Brooks Robinson was part of the trade for the 66 Koufax and the 57 Campanella. Just a nice, clean... probably a, PSA 3 type Brooks Robinson, but that works for me, for my collection. I really like this stuff in raw, and there's absolutely no need to get this stuff graded. So when I see nice examples, I pounce. Sorry, Bill, we're going to put Brooks there. And what's so great is with the Koufax trade, this was beautiful. In fact, the guy who I did the trade with, he had just picked this up yesterday, bought this from a guy. This had been in a screw down for like 35 years, he said. And the color on it, I could not resist. And it was kind of nice to get another Koufax back from the 66 Koufax. So I got this 59 Koufax, and from a screw down that had been sitting there for 35 years. It was in one of those old black ones with like the red stripes, if anybody remember those. To my card saver 1. And the card is just beautiful. Beautiful color. And I just love the space age vibes of these 59 tops. So that was bundled in with the trade. That was like a pretty big piece of it, that and the Elway. And then this was I guess, probably the biggest piece. I finally got a Harmon Killebrew rookie. A card that has been on my radar for a really, really long time. And the gentleman I did this trade with, Charlie, he's been dealing cards for years and years and years. And if there's an old video, probably from 2022, maybe 2021, where I do talk about trading at a local card show. That was the mall show, but Charlie was always at the mall show. This one, it's well loved, but just 500, original 500 homer guy, beast, most homers in the 1960s, just a total beast. And I have just he's fading from memory, but I want to keep his memory alive, and I've always wanted a rookie of his. And this was just the main pieces were this Elway, the Koufax, and this, and then the Robinson and the Mazeroski. And just super stoked, unbelievably stoked to add that Killebrew. It's probably like a PSA 2 or 3, but I love it. I'm just huge, big card for me. Big card for me. And then finally, I had a little bit of mail. This came on Friday, but I thought this would be a good time to feature it. Another card, I won this at auction, something I have wanted for a really, really long time. And the first, hopefully, of many different varieties of these kinds of things. I got a 94 Finest Bonds Refractor. I won this at auction. I just set the price I wanted to pay and just didn't worry about snipes or any of that kind of stuff. Just kind of set the price I wanted to pay, and I won. And it is just amazing. A total kick-ass card. Obviously, I'd love the 93. That's a different story, but next on my radar, I'd like to get a 95 and then a 96 and just kind of keep going from there with these Topps Finest. So a 94 Finest Barry Bonds Refractor. Can't be happier. Such a cool card. Such a cool card. So anyway, Kepo Jones, wonderful world of baseball cards. I will see you guys later. And thanks for watching. Take care. Keep collecting.